Admit that's not what I expected.
No, seriously.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So yes, PS. We have to start.
Other people?
Okay, we'll do the first one. Okay. One second. We water first, sir. Good. And then. Oh, sorry. Yeah. You want us to go on the other side? So yeah.
Centralizing, sir. Building resilience with for sure.
Oh, yes. One second.
All right. Okay.
A number of officials are here at the Scenic Botanic Gardens in Rosa Dominica. It's Dominica hosts the we heard earlier on a while ago from the Dr. Vince Henderson, who is the man who is responsible for foreign affairs in Dominica, and also from Honorable Cozy Frederick. Honorable Frederick is the minister responsible for the environment here in Dominica. So those of you who are watching, we are at the gardens and a number of officials are here, including our folks from CARICOM.
Okay, next. SG.
We move to another location where another tree will be planted. As we know, Dominica's whole aim is to ensure that trees that are planted, of course, will live for another 100 years or so. We lost several trees during the passage of Hurricane Maria, and so efforts have been made to replant some of those trees, even right here in the Scenic Botanic Gardens.
Are you gonna put more water?
Ready?
Yeah. Wait. Wait already, yeah?
1 minute.
Mr. Eugene, Felix Eugene, and a number of members of staff of the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division are assisting in the tree planting here at the Botanic Gardens. So it is being put over the area where the tree is planted, and let me see if we can read the actual name of this plant, Honorable Minister. Which plant is this?
It's a flamboyant.
Flamboyant.
Yes,
Okay.
and it's one of the wonderful trees that grow in very dry areas as well. It has a wonderful coverage for shade, and also it has beautiful colors. So in Dominica we have here the variety orange, we have the red, and all of these are very beautiful. And so right here at the gardens, the Botanical Gardens, we have lost some trees since Hurricane David and even Hurricane Maria, and we are planting those to beautify this space, but also create shade and create a really wonderful green space within the city of Roseau itself.
So what we need right now is just water for this, or you're going to give it some other?
So in there to prepare it, in the preparation process in the industry, we have composting process going through. We give it locally produced fertilizers, and in the process of moving to that particular site, we dig the soil. We ensure that we have enough clearage for all of the root systems. We treat it. We add some fertilizer as well at the bottom. We put in the trees, and we add more fertilizers and soil, and
What is the
we go to water.
This is produced right here.
Right here, right in the gardens. The forestry staff are charged with procuring saplings, in first instance, in some cases seeds, and they propagate that out on the streets. It's right at the back of in the gardens there, and they monitor over time, ensure that this is free. And this is generally out there for the public. The public can really come into the gardens and acquire some of those. In some cases, a small contribution is given just to maintain what we do. But in most cases, we give this out to schools, to health facilities, to community groups, because we want everyone to be part and parcel of keeping Dominica green and keeping Dominica beautiful.
Thank you very much. Honorable Cozy Frederick, the Minister responsible for Forestry and Wildlife and the Parks Division here in Dominica. We are going through the gardens at different locations to plant these trees. As we know, we are, of course, the nature isle of the Caribbean, nature isle of the world, and the whole aim is to ensure that we have sufficient trees to provide a shade, provide protection, of course, against natural disasters. We see the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry, Mr. Darrell Lloyd, here as well. And an opportunity is being provided for various officials within CARICOM to get an opportunity to plant some of the trees. And, let's see if we can see what tree this one actually is.
You will need label. You have to decide by the tank. Because you want
This is the Bois Caraïbe, Sabenia carinaris, Dominica's national flower.
After that, then you vex.
He told me they were planning everything right.
I don't know how I'm going to take that, but I'm armed.
Put your hands over the yeah, this one definitely is going to grow. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm here. Oh,
We continue with
so we go down there.
Eugene.
Ça va? Vas-y.
We are moving towards the
What is that also plant that the sky comes from? What we sort of I think you're next minute.
Yeah, can you hold this? Sure. Now when I'm there?
Yes. You want to take it up now?
Yeah, I'll take it up.
The trees have been planted in strategic locations here at the gardens, areas that the forestry officers have identified as key areas where when the trees are planted they will grow to a certain size without causing any sort of disruption. And some of course will serve as windbreakers. Shower of gold, that's the next tree that will be planted and covered with soil by another representative, I think representative from Suriname.
What's next? He's right here. Oh,
Albert?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You got a big one for you there.
This is not a plant, this is a tree.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't say, yeah.
I think the mountain took another go around.
They might come back, right?
No. We probably only empty.
This is Emery, guaranteed.
Yes.
Proportional.
I mean, give it. Oh,
Ambrose. A bag of compost. You wear the right shade as well.
yeah, this for the sun.
Forestry Division, Mr. Eugene, Felix Eugene is ensuring that the hole is prepared
Okay.
sufficiently with some compost.
Yes.
Yes, some of them are very That's some of them we have to go to them.
Good morning. This is Skyri FM. How deep should the hole be dug, roughly?
Well, this plant is actually, it's a tree.
Right.
You can see it's quite tall already, so for a plant like that to source, because of the height, you have to plant it quite deep, so about 2 feet, 2.5 feet. You dig and you put soil to compost below,
Right.
and then you plant it up.
And the compost is produced right here.
Right there in the botanical garden, so it's organic matter. So when the lawn workers, they normally cut the grass, clean up the place, and they gather up the grass and all the compost and branches. I'm sorry, all the grass and the other branches, and they dump it in one area, so it stays there, the rot, and then we harvest it later on, like a few months after. We harvest the material.
How do you go about identifying which areas in the gardens? I noticed you didn't go in the middle, you chose certain areas.
Certain areas, because the gardens is not just for trees only. I mean, we have a lot of trees there, but it's not just for trees. People use it as a recreation area. So there's a playing field actually to my right. There's a cricket pitch, where people usually come and play cricket and also football. So areas like that, you tend to leave it clear, so that the locals get a chance to enjoy the gardens as well. So you really position the tree in strategic areas for little shading, like relaxing areas, border lines and so on.
This one, which
Yes, right. If you realize it's on the border with all the other trees, so it's going to give us some nice shade in the future.
Okay, thank you very much. What's your name?
It's Edmund McIntyre.
Thank you. You heard it there from Mr. Edward McIntyre, who works with the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division here at the Botanic Gardens. And representative from Suriname, showing that the plant receives sufficient water. Mr. Forestry Officer, how much water really would you need to put in? Can you just put any amount of water in?
Yes.
Because the weather is hot, the more water to keep it cool.
Better.
Yeah, because you realize the side of the tree, you need a lot of water to keep it.
To be able to pick up as it goes.
Yes, because it is hot.
Right.
If you could wet the branches, you would have reason to, because it is wet. So the more you keep moisture down there to sustain it.
Right. So you dig the hole to a certain size, and then you also put the compost, and then you put the soil.
Correct, yes. And saturate it with water.
So there must be no stones in this, right?
Not necessarily.
Matter or
it doesn't matter, but the
maybe
less stones you
small
have.
or small stone.
Yeah, for the development of the roots. So less stones you have is much better.
Okay. Yeah, so we will.
But will it come to a stage of drying up before it picks up? Depends.
It depends, yes. It depends, yes. If it,
On the weather?
yes, if you keep on wetting it, it develop much faster. Yes. If you neglect it, the chances are it will start drying from the top to go down.
Right. But of course it would have gotten some.
Yes, so the moisture, the little moisture it gets from the roots, it may not carry all the way to the leaves.
Right.
So it might start drying up from the top to go down.
Okay. Thank you. We are moving northwards. We were just east of the gardens. We are moving northwards towards the eastern part of the pavilion in the gardens, where another tree will be planted. As we said earlier on, an opportunity is given to the Carnival officials an opportunity to plant flower. Beg your pardon, to place a plant or a tree in the soil. We just saw a big one being planted, and we're still moving towards the, according to Mr. McIntyre, towards the border of the gardens, where another tree will be planted, and then we move a little west of that tree. So we are in the area close to the Alias Fossils building. And because Dominica is hosting this meeting, we are giving the opportunity to us.
So that's your preferred trees for here?
Officials as possible. So
okay. It would be nice. It look lovely.
Another
so here you go. It's still in the
one that was just.
We need to get it. Yeah. We need to get it out of there. Boy, back then, fellas took their time. Yes, I. Salam.
Sorry.
you teaching him some Creole there. That's good. Doc, you get some good. You're a good teacher.
Okay, plenty.
Yeah.
That's right.
You've been paying attention.
Good.
It's a very good student.
Yes.
Soccer fit?
Yes.
First row in pass.
Yeah. Bike glove.
Michael, I don't know how you got that
That's
one.
all I need to know. It's come in handy at some point.
He's one of the representatives.
Yeah, he's a minister of Trinidad and Tobago, foreign minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Emery Brown.
Okay. Dr. Emery Brown. Trinidad and Tobago, we know, has its own leader.
Yeah, we don't do messing up this,
Thank you, kindly.
It's expensive looking jacket there, man.
Don't take anything off it.
Good so.
You do have my Africa. You do the
Yes, I. Okay.
We have an expert garden here.
Yeah, man. So he's a fisherman, eh? Nah, that's not his thing. He's a fisherman. He prides himself in that.
Better known for those that got away.
Well, he shows up once in a while.
Bye, glove.
He will go out in a while. Yeah, man. Live, live broadcast. Why don't let Prime Minister Raleigh see that, Yes, I.
Looks like it's standing up.
Foreign Affairs Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Rowley, just covered the area with soil, including the compost that's produced right here at the Scenic Botanic Gardens, and is now using the water can to sprinkle around the plants so it can be sustained after having absorbed some of the heat from the weather that we've been experiencing here in Dominica for the past several weeks. Thanks to the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division, the Ministry of Environment, P.S. Lucian Blackmore. Thanks to Minchington Burton, he's the Director of Forestry, and also thanks to Honorable Cozy Frederick, the man who heads this ministry. A lot of effort has been put into this, and this speaks volume for us here in Dominica as the nature island of the Caribbean, in ensuring that
Thank you very much. Of course.
consider ministers both shaking hands, both Foreign Affairs Minister
Remember, a shower of gold. Not the other way around.
Yes.
the Foreign Affairs Minister of Guyana. We've been hearing a lot about Guyana in the news lately. The Foreign Affairs Minister of Guyana.
How old was it? 200? One of our giants in the Botanical Garden.
That's a special one for you.
So here you go. Oh, sorry. I don't. Edmund, bring the compost.
And where's the knife?
No, you don't need a knife.
So, cause you're supposed to tell me, well, this tree was 150 years old, and
This is the old one.
this is going to do well in this channel.
Yeah, it was there already.
This is the giant there.
Salmon. Stop. Here's that one. Take that one. Where's it? Sit up.
Mr. Burton, which tree? I see a Venus tree here.
That is Sam. Yeah, that is Sam.
What tree was there?
Yeah, that's we're replacing it now for another one. It's salmon. Yeah,
What tree?
the salmon.
Oh, the salmon tree. Oh,
Replacing it. It was during the hurricane. Yeah.
right. And that may have been there for about 200 years, I would imagine.
I'm not sure if it's 200. Not 200, but it was the salmon tree. Yeah. It was how long it has been there.
No, that was maybe in the establishment of the garden.
At the gardens. Yeah, so,
Yeah, like early years.
looks good.
That was one of the biggest trees. Biggest salmon on island.
And how it came David or Maria? Maria.
Maria.
You next? Grenada? You could have just brought out a few trees for us, you know?
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, the amount of forest you have, you can't print down a few trees, man.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Let me go by John.
That tree you see in there is
That's it.
All right, George.
You went to process before you watch?
Oh, yeah, bring good first. How you doing, man?
Just saturate.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Real farmers.
So we're going to road crossing.
So
Hey,
Dr.
how you doing,
Henderson,
bro?
that
Yeah,
was Foreign Affairs Minister of Grenada.
Those ambassador
Ambassador
to CARICOM,
CARICOM.
Ambassador George Talbot of Guyana,
Guyana.
Cooperative Republic of Guyana.
Thank you.
Go to go across me. You load it? Yeah, I'll take it. We're going by them, by them.
I got it.
They can't stay behind. Don't worry, machine cut in the. You have the machine just cut the wood.
I think that concludes our tree planting here at the Scenic Botanic Gardens. The Foreign Affairs Minister, Dr. Vince Henderson, the man spearheading all what's happening here in collaboration with the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division here at the Botanic Gardens. We know Dominica is hosting this very important meeting at the State House. We are hoping that at the end of the sessions that the officials can maybe have a word with us and or bring the media together to again let us know what was accomplished. Maybe not all what was discussed, the full details, but to give a summary of what was accomplished and the way forward for CARICOM and for Dominica and the rest of the CARICOM countries or countries within the OECS in particular. We've covered the southern, eastern and northern parts of the gardens. We covered the planting of the trees in these areas. Some of our ministers and officials are very brave, very strong, able to, even though we are in the gardens, there's still areas where the sun is a bit striking. But we've covered one segment of the gardens, because you know the gardens is very huge. So we've covered one segment of the gardens. We have now moved to another area where another tree will be planted. See if they can find a good one to find out which. So, Honorable Minister, which of the officials will be assisting with this one?
Guyana. Who do we have? Guyana. Should be Grenada.
St. Lucia?
Yes, St. Lucia, the Helen of the West.
Oh, St. Lucia. St. Lucia. St. Lucia is about to do some planting. Our sister island, St. Lucia.
Steve, if you notice, we have palms on this area.
Which one?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've chosen a palm here
to complement. So we're trying to feed the entire the larvae of palms.
Right.
That's it. Yes, I. Royal Palm. I got West Side.
The Helen of the West. Not easy.
So this will conclude the tree planting for now, or continue.
We have many more, you know, every of the country,
Every area.
Yeah. We're going to ensure that every member of the forum, or every member of the ministers' forum, do plant a tree on there. And I've already tasked them to take care of it, visit, take care, and see its progress over time.
Yeah.
You can see she's a real St. Lucian. She puts her knee to the ground, to the soil.
What?
St. Lucian to the bone.
That's a real farmer that
Yeah, St. Lucian to the bone.
She across a planting of flowers.
We committed.
You can see that.
You can see who have garden and who don't have.
Le nom c'est fait?
Ça c'est le monde qui a fait jardin.
Azoko, yeah, Azoko.
Azoko. Yeah, Azoko there, boy. Put that right by it.
Yeah, it's
replacement.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
okay. That's nice. Good to hear though. Oh yeah.
We have water, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Wash your hand.
Estamos cachando. É venu by group.
St. Lucia and Dominica in dialogue. St. Lucian rep is saying in Creole, but she returns to Dominica, and this, she wants to make sure this is growing. She doesn't want to come to Dominica, and this is stunted. So St. Vincent's.
Where is it?
SVG.
Where's the next one?
Right across there.
Right there?
St. Vincent's and the Grenadines next.
Jeno, get the
Street to be
tripod.
planted is just across the street here.
The tripod. You don't bring the tripod then.
Right here, it is. Good. I like that.
It's planting now. This guy was planting.
Another royal palm. Ristonia odieracea, the botanic gardens of Dominica here. Of course, the minister carrying the water can in preparation for the planting of another. St. Vincent and the Grenadines representative.
Vince, you chose this one for me?
It looks like you. Royal. I tell you.
Yeah. So I have to...
Water.
Oh,
A little water.
water.
Yeah, come right there.
I'm left-handed, so I have to do this.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Get some more from
Okay.
Do I have to...
Where is Yeah, I'll put quite a bit. I don't know how you say it in German. St. Vincent. St. Vincent, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be okay.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines representative, assisted by Dominica's Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Vince Henderson and of course Mr. McIntyre of the Forestry, Wildlife and Parks Division.
But before you do that, let's give it a little wet.
stabilize it there.
The hole was, water was poured first in the hole, then some of the soil that was removed from the hole, some compost added, and then it will be watered and more compost placed over it, and then covered, yes, with the rest of the soil that was removed from the hole.
So that's it?
like to take more water?
Yes, yes, yes. Get some more water.
Yeah?
Royalty.
Yeah, boy.
Thank you.
Hey,
You know it's a strong.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Good. Where next?
Tell me when.
Where is next? Next is where? All right. Good. You see, and yours is right there.
Yes.
Russell Road. Is the access.
I will.
Is it the five?
So we take a picture then?
Where is there's a lot of pictures. Where are we going there? Where there? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I let's get that.
Get closer.
So we move down south of where we are located for
We are free for down there.
just heard from the permanent secretary that there are 3 other trees to be planted, so we continue to move through the gardens on this unique day here in Dominica. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
You have to come in and tell us.
Oh, there's the mahogany. Free mahogany. So you really have them? Yeah, man.
So that's mahogany, Ali.
No, that is mahogany. I saw it at Paul Cafe. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
So, which country?
Barbados.
Barbados representative is about to assist in this tree planting of the mahogany here at the Botanical Gardens.
David, you see what we're giving Barbados?
Mahogany. Or the bearded fig tree. Okay, yes, I could imagine.
Some technical assistance? Unless it's a glove right here. At the wrong time.
Not that I can do anything.
Beach, at the beach.
We're not aware of that.
What the media? I'm from Guyana.
Guyana. We've been hearing a lot of Guyana, about Guyana. Actually, we broadcast the news from Guyana,
Okay.
Carry News Desk. Then it should roll.
Oh yes. Nice.
But even as we speak, how do you, from your perspective, found the meeting yesterday? And,
Very good, very constructive.
yeah.
Good discussion. I think there's a sense of community, of cooperation, of common purpose.
You sense the unity
Yes,
among CARICOM
definitely.
heads. But Guyana, like everywhere else, has its own challenges.
We have our challenges.
Here, you know.
One of our big challenges is the claims to our territory by Venezuela.
Yeah, that has been the talk all over.
Which,
Anything concrete came out of that at the meeting yesterday?
well, that's on the agenda for today. But we have always enjoyed the solidarity and support of CARICOM.
And Dominica issued a
Highly
statement.
appreciated.
And Dominica issued a statement on the whole Palestinian matter and Hamas. But does Guyana share the same?
Yeah, we do.
You?
We sit on the Palestinian Rights Committee in the UN. We've had a long-standing posture and position of solidarity and support for the Palestinian people. Many, many years. In fact, we received the committee on the exercise of the inalienable rights of the Palestinian people in Georgetown a few weeks back. And they were able to attest to the sense of support not only at the level of the government but also at the level of the people of Guyana. So it's a support that's broad-based of government, opposition, all parties in Guyana are supportive of it.
Guyana seems to be leading the way in many CARICOM matters, you know. It's been at the forefront in decision making.
Well, they try to contribute, yeah. And one of there is a responsibility, specific responsibility there is for agriculture and food security. So we have an initiative, we're leading an initiative with CARICOM on that. It's called the 25 by 2025. We're trying to reduce the food import bill, strengthen the agriculture sector across the region and boost food supplies and to enhance food security.
Since I got the CARICOM countries are singing the same song in that.
Yeah, because it's a collective.
And for the records, your name?
George Talbot.
And you are the
Ambassador of Guyana to CARICOM.
Thanks for speaking with us.
Most welcome.
Yeah, man. Have you been enjoying yourself here?
Very much so.
Dominica. Similar to
First visit, very
similar to
green
Guyana.
country, very warm people. Yeah, similar in terms of vegetation, but
Topography
different
and
in
everything?
topography. We have some similarities, but in the hinterland. In your
Right.
case, it's all over the island. You have mountains. In our case, on the coast, it's very flat, below sea level.
Right.
And that's where most of the people live. To see mountains in Guyana, you have to go
Yeah,
a
I know.
distance away. So
Guyana is a lovely place. I lived in Burgess.
Oh, yeah.
There. Lovely place, you know.
yes.
Yes, I lived with the Osmonds.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
Years ago, remember, the editor of the Botanical.
Rashida.
And his wife, Yvonne, yes. And, yeah, Vincent.
Let's go over there.
Not too far from it. You're not good, but you didn't bring your bag. So you walk how many spaces and you share in one? So you got water this first.
Dominica. And your impression of the meeting that you've seen so far, you know, what has happened so far, your impression of what took place so far in Dominica?
Well, Dominica has once again been an excellent host to CARICOM in the form of the COFCO group of foreign ministers. Pleased to be here as Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs of Trinidad and Tobago, close friend of Dominica as always. And the meeting has been very productive thus far. We're in the second day of business with a bit of a pause to come here to this beautiful botanical gardens and do some tree planting, a very nice symbolic gesture on behalf of the government of Dominica, so that we'd have a lasting memory of this meeting and a legacy of CARICOM right here in this public space. Minister Henderson has been chairing with his usual expertise, getting us through the order of business. I think unusually we are ahead of schedule, which is a good sign. And we've been quite efficient in doing the business of the people of CARICOM, examining mainly our relations with the external world. That's the focus of this particular council, and that's how we've spent most of our time looking at issues of those who are seeking membership. A number of states are seeking membership and associate membership of the Caribbean community. The prospect of observer states, which would be a new facility that we are considering, updates on Haiti and many other issues relevant to the lives of the people of this region. So I've been very impressed, very pleased, and actively contributing to the success of this particular COFCO meeting.
Thank you so much. What is Trinidad's position on climate change and, of course, the war between Israel and Hamas?
Okay, with respect to climate change, we are part of the leadership of CARICOM on this particular issue as a small island developing state and very vulnerable at the front lines, really, of the impacts of global warming and the change in climate conditions, rise in sea levels, etc. So Trinidad and Tobago is part of the advocacy. We've been doing a lot of work on the domestic front with respect to focus more and more on renewable energies, mainly solar with some exploration of wind and other potentials, but also part of the advocacy with CARICOM to ensure that we can be recognized as vulnerable and not really contributing to the problem, but an important part of the solution, and to recognize that transition is expensive and countries like ours require consistent support from the developed world to achieve those particular objectives. With respect to the war in Gaza, Trinidad and Tobago has been very clear, again part of the clear-eyed CARICOM leadership on this issue, but also in our own respect have been consistently condemning both the terrorist attack on October 7th, but more currently this ongoing and horrific bombardment and attack really on the people of Gaza, civilians, women, children. It has gone on for far too long, and both at the United Nations and at all available fora, Trinidad and Tobago's voice has been crystal clear on this issue. We have also been voting consistently at the United Nations General Assembly under the leadership of our own son of the soil, the President, Dennis Francis of the General Assembly, to join with the broad international consensus calling for a two-state solution to end this cycle of violence. But the ongoing actions of Israel cannot be condoned or allowed to continue because the impacts are unacceptable to humanity.
And right here in the region, in the Caribbean, Haiti, your own perspective of how things are?
Well, we have always been deeply troubled by the catastrophic circumstances affecting the Haitian people. We have joined with our CARICOM brothers and sisters in supporting and even funding on the part of Trinidad and Tobago the good offices, efforts, the political interventions that have resulted in some progress in terms of a transition from the former interim prime minister, and the fact that there is now the prospect of some degree of political consensus and stability, and with the addition of the security element which is soon to come, we are hoping for a new era of peace and stability and development for the people of Haiti. There's still a lot of work to be done, and a lot of it has to come out of the Haitian society itself. It has to be driven by them. But CARICOM has been very responsible in advocating and helping to create the conditions for hope, and that's the best we can do, as Haiti is very much a member of our community and the largest member state with respect to population. So CARICOM is doing its part, and Trinidad and Tobago is absolutely part of that particular effort.
You sense a lot of unity among CARICOM member states?
Yeah, I think the unity, frankly, is stronger now than it has been in some time in the past. Maybe COVID-19 had a role to play in the fact that we supported each other, we shared vaccines, and there's that sense of solidarity. There will always be issues that would have the potential to push us apart or separate us or cause friction. That's normal in any family. But the current leadership, I think, has distinguished itself across the region in being able to bind us together, to solve challenges before they become overt levels of hostility. And I'm very pleased as a foreign minister. I believe my colleagues and I have also been doing our part. We work very, very closely together, and that's part of the glue that holds CARICOM together and will offers a lot of promise for the people of our region, with free movement and other potentials for us to grow and achieve our full potential.
Thank you very much for speaking with us. Okay, we continue on our tour of planting of the trees. Thanks again, Trinidad and Tobago representative here speaking with us on various issues, and the meeting continues at the State House conference room. Started yesterday actually at the State House conference room, Rosa Dominica, on the patronage of host Dr. Vince Henderson, Foreign Affairs Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica. We can see here another tree was just planted, and what country was he? Antigua Barbuda. The trees. We continue moving across the street, a little lower than where we were earlier on this morning. It's been a beautiful day here in Dominica. Hope we can.
Did you go to Secretary General?
Hope we can have car balance. So people who are watching on our YouTube channel, I'm walking right behind the Secretary General of CARICOM, Dr. Carla Balance.
Oh yeah.
And the gentleman who taught me French years ago, some years ago.
Yes, we done.
Yeah, we done. There's a piece of wood.
Oh yeah, yeah. You need to watch that. Yeah.
To take it down because it's
back,
part of the bark. Yeah, you don't want that to drop on anybody.
Yeah.
Ask me why I see it.
I'm so bad, boy. You see everything, boy.
You got me, no? So that's why.
Okay, so.
My husband and I, we have a farm.
Oh.
Yeah, that was in that open.
No, no, that wasn't here.
I'm so happy to do that nice somewhere. Okay. Money, I say something.
So right now, Dominica's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Vince Anderson,
Vince, we some money to check ça va ça planter.
We got to get started.
No, the soil covered.
Dr. Vince Anderson is about to...
Okay, that's okay. Give me some.
Dr. Vince Anderson, the man of the soil himself, putting his hand to the soil, to the compost, and we believe his planting process will be done in quick time. He has a better view of everything, and you can see him fixing up the soil with his hand, doing that locally. He's not so interested in the little shovel. He said it's almost like a waste of time.
Yeah. Okay. Devo, thanks for you, man, for tree. Didn't do any. I just remember that. Okay, Mola. What's up? The place on me say can't chase him. You got to be the level. Well, I'm trying to keep the grass away.
No, she got covered in the grass.
Saudi?
No, man. Bombite, ma capaz de comer. Bombite.
Sorry, please. But let me tell you, but we have a thing here.
I know.
That one,
yes.
We good. Very awesome.
That's okay. You're the whole thing that comes to us.
Oh, which one? This one?
I'm taking this one.
It's an exercise. It's a
Okay, Dr. Vince Anderson has played his part now. Mr. Julian Defoe, the minister responsible for fisheries, is about to play his part.
So, what about the background?
Are you?
But it's looking very new there.
Yeah, that's the last one.
So, Dr. Carlo Barnes, the Secretary General of CARICOM, promising to have a little word with us a little later, well, either today or after the meeting, CARICOM meeting.
Well, I'm going to plant.
As we said earlier on, a number of officials are here in Dominica representing their countries. This tree planting is part of the whole exercise. So they've gotten a break, more or less, from all the meeting and deliberations and discussions, and they're here assisting with the tree planting.
You expect when they plant the trees for the trees?
This is dashing to like shit. Dashing to like shit.
The flamboyant tree will be planted by Honorable Julian Defoe, the minister responsible for fisheries here in Dominica.
Wash your bagay la, guys. Wash your bagay la. Yeah, right there. Your compost.
Okay.
Green light. Green light.
That's not how we do it.
That's compost. That's the last one.
Yeah, man. Good. All right.
It's almost it, yeah.
Watch it from good, you know, my brother.
So we're gonna have just a little word with Dr. Vince Henderson. Okay, so we are here with Dr. Vince Henderson, Dominica's Minister of Foreign Affairs. Dr. Henderson, first of all, your impression of what transpired so far for the morning?
Oh, exciting stuff this morning. We're planting trees. The Ministers of Foreign Affairs of CARICOM, because Dominica, the last 2 days, been hosting the Council of Foreign Relations of CARICOM. That is to say, the foreign ministers of all CARICOM member states have been here for the last 2 days. And today, this morning in particular, we are planting trees at the Botanic Gardens. We are ensuring that we make a positive contribution to the environment. And it is a practice that we started in Jamaica last year when Jamaica hosted the Council of Foreign Ministers of CARICOM. We all planted a tree, and we are doing the same here in Dominica. We are hoping to go a little further here, and we're hoping to get the schools involved so that each schools can assign students to a particular country and make sure that tree grows, and that we can have on CARICOM Day, we can have a report to the member states how the trees are doing. So it is something that we want to get across the entire region. So everywhere we go, we will be planting trees, and that could be a good, a good practice for us. I want to thank Minister Kozia Frederick and the staff of the Forestry and Wildlife Parks Division. They've done an excellent job providing the trees, preparing the holes and getting everything ready. And it's been a fantastic collaboration with the Ministry of Environment, Forestry, Wildlife and Parks and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we're very, very excited about today. We are hoping that this will encourage more people to plant trees.
Right.
So when you go out your home, I know you have your backyard garden still. I know you're a man of the soil. That's right, that's right. But we want to encourage those who don't to plant something, anything. Just plant something. Let's get more vegetation, more trees, especially trees, fruit trees. And today we planted some beautiful ornamentals. We planted boakai, flamboyant, shower of gold, and we also planted some commercial trees, mahogany. We planted a few of those, and it will be exciting to see what they will become in the future. But it is something that we need to encourage, and I'm very happy to be part of this today with the Ministry of Environment.
Thank you very much. I know you have quite a bit to cover with your fellow your colleagues, and I guess you will update the media and the Dominican public on your
Well, yes. Well, we're going back to resume at 10, and we will continue till lunchtime, and we are inviting the media to join us for a press conference about 1:15 as soon as we're done with the business of the day. And later on, we'll be visiting the geothermal project site in Loda. So we still have quite a bit ahead of us for the day, and we're very excited about the work that's before us. We have issues of Haiti in particular this afternoon to discuss, to see what next we can do to improve the situation in Haiti. That is an issue that has engaged us in CARICOM over the last year in particular. We have done quite a lot of work, and I have to commend Jamaica. Jamaica had the chair for the last year, and they did a tremendous amount of work seeking to get support for Haiti, getting the players on the ground in Haiti engaged, bringing in the international community and the major partners, the US, Canada, and to ensure that we can support the people of Haiti. So this is the item on the agenda that for us is most important for today's session. And we will deal with all other issues of multilateral relations, the Organization of American States, the United Nations, and the other international fora that we engage as a bloc, a CARICOM bloc. So we will be in discussion later today.
Thank you very much. That wraps it up here for now at the Scenic Botanic Gardens. We know the CARICOM officials have quite a bit to cover, particularly the foreign affairs ministers from CARICOM. We just heard it there from Dr. Vince Henderson. Stay tuned to Kyrie FM, the genuine sound of Dominica. Thanks for watching, by the way. You make great company. Good morning.